What is up, YouTube Mafia? Hope y'all are doing good out there on this 4th of July. Hopefully y'all are at the beach barbecuing it up with all of the other scallywags out there fighting for a spot. I unfortunately was not motivated and I have to work, so what can you say? Down here in the underworld, in the darkness of my basement, just reflecting on yesterday's amazing win. David Peralta smashing his first home run with the Padres. Manny Machado getting put back, pushed off the mound, and then racking a home run. Manny doing Manny things. So pretty stoked about yesterday's win. I'm 6-4 over the Rangers, the winners from last year's World Series. And guess what? They're not doing that great this year, so it's all gravy. It doesn't mean they're not a good team. They did win the day before yesterday. So the thing I was worried about most with the Padres was that this was going to be beginning of as Sammy Lev likes to say, a losing skid. So I was getting kind of worried. I was like, oh man, here we go again. Five game winning streak and then 5-game losing streak. So it was kind of sketchy. We'll see what happens today because it could go either way, right? It could be a loss, and then are we back to our old ways? Or if we get a win, it would be a really big win because not necessarily in the standings and everything like that, but more so in the fact that it'll show that we can lose a game and it not turn into a pattern. The Padres right now, we're still 4 games over 500, which is awesome. You want to see that, right? You want to see us well over 500. I mean, we're not 10 games or 20 games over 500, but 4 games is good. You lose a couple games, you're still over 500. And so we're doing really good. I don't know where we were last year at this time. I don't think we were 4 games over 500, so that's a good thing. We'll have to check. I'll go back and check to see where we were at the All-Star break. We want to see the Padres not go on this roller coaster like Mike Schilt hates to hear. We want it to be, little dips here and there, but we don't want to see these huge drops and then these huge wins and then drops. If we can just stay somewhere in the middle, that would be great. I mean, obviously it would be even better if we could just go up and then just keep going up, right? But, with all the injuries that we have right now, things are going to be rough. Adam Major pitched yesterday. He didn't do that great, but the offense picked him up and we came from behind, which is awesome. We don't see that a lot. We didn't see that last year. I think this is like the 4th or 5th game that we've won from behind. So that's something different from last year. Another major thing is that Profar is going to be starting in left field for the National League in the All-Star game, which is sick. Love to see it. I'm so glad Profar is killing it and doing it really well. Why? For several reasons. Why? Because it wasn't expected for him to do this well. The Padres picked him up for $1 million, which is a lot of money for me and you watching this, but in Major League Baseball, $1 million is not a lot of money for a player. It's almost the league minimum. So, you didn't expect that guy to do anything. And the season before that with the Rockies, he wasn't doing very well. Actually, he was doing probably the worst compared to other players. So, huge turnaround for that guy. In addition to that, being disrespected, being called irrelevant by Will Smith from the Dodgers, getting thrown at, getting poked. So, all this stuff, it just shows never underestimate anybody. So glad to see Profar killing it. Jackson Merrill is killing it. Tatis also made the All-Star game, but he's injured, so he's not going to play, but he made it, right? And he made it as a shortstop and now as a left fielder. So that's amazing. Machado again heating up, doing good things. Again, I want to repeat here because I'm not sure what's going to happen, and I don't want people saying, well, you never said that, right? Well, I will say again that I don't know what's going to happen with Xander when he comes back. I don't see him going back to second base. Cronenworth is doing great right now at second base, And even though it would be a huge blow to his ego, he's under contract for 10 years. I see them putting him at first base. I know nobody wants to hear that. I see Arraez going back to DH. Arraez doesn't want to hear that either, but he's a hired gun. He came in. He's not on a long-term contract. He's going to have to play where we need him to play, and we need him in the lineup as a bat. We don't need him in the outfield playing defense. You've seen he's not that great of a first baseman. He's good, but he's not amazing, and he's getting better. Don't get me wrong. You know, he made a great play yesterday to finish the game when Machado threw, you know, that ball over from third base. It wasn't perfect, and Arraez picked it out of the ground. So if he wouldn't have got that play, the game, you know, could have went on longer, and we were only up by 2 points or 2 runs. So I don't see Arraez for his defensive skills. It's for his offense skills, and actually his offense is kind of slumping a little bit. He never swings at first pitches. It doesn't matter if it's a strike or a foul. Or a ball. He just doesn't swing at it. It looks like he won't swing until he has at least one strike, and then it's like, okay, let's play. It's really weird. It's like he doesn't care. He has to have that pressure, I think, for him to play. And he did. I think he struck out twice yesterday, which is kind of weird, you know. So he usually doesn't strike out. He usually makes contact with the ball. Even though he'll get out, he doesn't strike out. So let's see if the Padres can take this series. I'm super stoked. I'm super excited about that. Hopefully hopefully the Padres can get the series win. Looking forward to it, and being 5 games and we're 500 again. So let's go, baby. Let's go, Padres. Keep the faith, Friar Faithful. I'm out. Peace.